Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
There are two good news coming up for our army, which has sent proposal for acquisition of 2 regiments of Akash S air defense missile system and 25 advanced light helicopter ALH Dhruv. The ball is now in the court of Ministry of Defense, and the deal is expected to be cleared in a high-level meeting to be chaired by our Defense Minister Shri Rajnath Singh. Akash S missile system is however not to be confused with Akash or Akash NG missile system. Akash S is similar to Akash missile system except for the seeker. It features indigenous seeker for better accuracy and target tracking. The procurement of 2 regiments of Akash S is done mostly to deploy them in Ladakh, as Indian Army has ordered for the system after their satisfactory performance in the cold weather condition of LAC. Talking about the capabilities of Akash, it can track and destroy targets flying at an altitude of 18 km from a range of 30 km. The system can be used against wide range of aerial threats such as fighter jets, cruise missiles, air-to-surface missiles, and ballistic missiles. Akash uses Rajendra 3D radar, which is a PESA, that is passive electronically scanned array radar. One battery of Akash has 4 launchers and each launcher has 3 missiles, which means each battery of Akash has a total of 12 missiles. A squadron of Air Force has 2 Akash batteries, while an army configuration has typically 4 batteries. In both the configurations, an extra Group Control Center GCC is added, which acts as the command and control headquarters. For early warning, the GCC relies on the Central Acquisition Radar or CAR. The 3D CAR automatically starts tracking targets from a distance of around 150 kilometers, providing early warning to the systems and operators. The target track information is transferred to GCC, which then automatically classifies the target. The GCC performs multi-radar tracking of up to 200 targets and carries out track, correlation and data fusion. Target position information is then sent to Rajendra 3D radar, which uses this information to acquire the targets. Each Akash battery can engage up to 4 targets simultaneously with 24 ready-to-fire missiles. The kill probability of an Akash missile is 88%. However, with 2 missiles launched at an interval of 5 minutes, its kill probability becomes 98.5%, which is pretty impressive. Akash batteries can be deployed in multiple configurations. In a box deployment pattern, an Akash group can defend an area of 62 by 62 kilometers. In a linear array configuration, it covers an area of 98 by 44 kilometers. In a trapezoidal configuration, it gives defense to the largest area as compared to any other pattern of deployment, covering an area of size up to 5,000 square kilometers. The most important feature of Akash missile is its propulsion system. It uses an integrated ramjet rocket propulsion system, which never allows the speed of this missile to drop. Common guidance is used to control this missile during flight. At the same time, a self-destruction has also been integrated in this missile. DRDO is also working on another advanced variant of this missile, which has been recently tested. It is going to be the next generation missile and hence called Akash NG. The second stage of this missile is going to be powered by a dual pulse solid rocket motor, which is going to make this missile more lightweight and capable of carrying more fuel. Therefore, its range is going to be increased to 80 kilometers. The use of optical proximity fuse with AESA multifunctional radar in this missile is going to make this missile lethal by many folds. Once this missile is ready, it is going to be best in its class. At the same time, Army is looking to upgrade its much needed aviation squadron with 25 LH Dhruv Mk3 helicopters. We have made a detailed video on LH Dhruv and added the link for the same under the description section. Please don't forget to check it out.
This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We will be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.